Hey, welcome to World Entertainment, and of course we have more stuff that came in D23 from Disney, and unfortunately it's nothing new. And what I mean by nothing new is it's nothing brand new, original. It's nothing that has been created from an imagination to say, here's something you've never seen before. It's all sequels. And it's insane to see. It's also sad to see. When you think of what Disney used to be, the movies they used to be able to put out, before they just became this nonsensical messaging machine that it has become under Bob Iger. Currently, the stock has collapsed. It's at $85 at time of this recording. You know, it's like shocking. And this should be skyrocketing after all these announcements, and it's not doing that. You've just had Deadpool and Wolverine smash $1 billion over the weekend. That hasn't even injected any kind of needed oomph into the company. And when you look back at movies they used to do and how they created original ideas and stuff, like, yes, it was a true story, but Cool Runnings, you had that coming out of nowhere, which of course everyone loved. The Mighty Ducks, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, movies like The Rocketeer. You could think of movies like Pirates of the Caribbean, or 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. All these type of movies that they used to be able to come up with. And now they can't come up with any of it. It's all just sequels. And sequels no one's really asking for or looking for. So you can see already the image of 4 of the sequels they've announced at this, which was Toy Story 5, The Incredibles 3, Moana 2, and Frozen 3. Like, how far can you go with Frozen? At some stage it's gonna have to be summertime in that, I suppose. But really, like, Toy Story 5 is something Iger said was gonna happen the moment he came back into power. Not that he ever actually left, but when he came back, everything he announced was sequels. Everything. And one of the top ones was Toy Story 5. The Incredibles 3 announcement really came out of nowhere. That was like, no one saw that one coming. And remember, when the first Incredibles movie came out, that was not Disney. Disney only recently picked up Pixar. So the likes of Toy Story and The Incredibles, that were these massive success stories, were never Disney projects. Now they are, and God knows what way they're going to be. I've still actually never seen The Expendables 2. The Expendables? The Incredibles. I have seen The Expendables 2, but The Incredibles 2 I still haven't seen. And I really enjoyed the first movie. And of course, they even announced Zootopia 2, which is like, okay, whatever. And they gave this weird image. I'm assuming this is a part of the Zootopia. It's just all the animals, and they're clearly supposed to be making a 2. Not that you would really recognize that unless you saw that they were making a second one. And they did release this image. I don't know whether it's actually from the movie or whether it's concept art. It looks like concept art, to be honest. For Toy Story 3, or sorry, 5. Jeez, to be doing well if it was Toy Story 3. And Woody looks weird. That does not look like Woody's face. But yeah, how far can you go with Toy Story? It's becoming kind of like, how far do you think you can go with these movies? Remember, the first Toy Story came out in 1997. I was a child when I went to see the original movie in the cinema. Well, I say child, I was I was 14. So when I went to see the first movie, and actually I might have been 13 going on 14, but either way, yeah, it's like crazy. And then there was this image for Frozen 3. Don't know whether it's actually from a concept picture or something from Frozen 3, or whether this was actually in Frozen 2. Don't know. Because I didn't watch Frozen 2. The first one was bad enough. I'm assuming it's the new one. You can kind of see this weird shadow of something evil, obviously down in the bottom there. You can see that stupid snowman. What's he called? Olaf, whatever he's called. There. Again, though, how far can you go with a movie like that? It's, again, when you think about the movies that they were able to originally create, it's just like, it's sad to see that this is where they've ended up. That they've just become, the only things we can make now are sequels, are remakes. And all they're doing with remakes is, let's remake all of our successful movies that were animated into live action movies that nobody wants, nobody watches. It really is sad to see. But, it's the bed they made. It's the bed they're going to have to lie in, really. What are you supposed to do? All they seem to want to do is focus on sequels. And like Moana 2, you have Moana 2 being showcased at this. I think they dropped a trailer for it. I think they also dropped a teaser trailer for the live action Lilo and Stitch, which again, that's nothing brand new, because it's just, let's just make a live action version of that. And here you have Moana 2 coming out, while at the same time they've went back and remade the first movie in live action. It's crazy what they're doing. I don't know what they're thinking, but it's obviously not having an effect on their stock. Well, not in a positive way, because it's damaging their stock quite badly. So, we'll see what comes of this and what other sequels they end up announcing, because it seems to be all they focus on now. Again, it's sad, but it is what it is. So, with that, I shall leave it there for this one. So like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Cheers, and I'll catch you in the next one.